Now, from your Weather Authority, Chief Meteorologist Wayne Hart.
An unsettled pattern set to unfold from Wednesday night through Saturday night, but it's a summer-like pattern with waves of storms coming in, generally from the west-northwest, probably already severe, and then they kind of weaken as they move into our area. But this type of pattern, difficult to really pin down because it's not associated with any fronts, just kind of where these storms decide to follow the unstable air. So we really have to get within 12 to 18 hours of each wave to get a decent handle on what they're doing. At least the first wave is beginning to come into view. We'll get into that in a moment. But highs today, generally 85 to 90 across the area. Tomorrow's going to be a little hotter, and then the humidity really kicks in later in the day, and that's when that chance for a few storms begins to return to the area. Just false returns around live first warning Doppler. This time tomorrow night, I may be tracking at least a few storms approaching the tri-state, perhaps already into the area, and we need some rain. It's been 9 days now in Evansville since we've had measurable rain. This is our running 1 week total of an inch or more of rain, so if you're in this green zone, you're okay. Dawson Springs over to Central City, Hartford, Beaver Dam, Tell City, even parts of Owensboro have had an inch over the last week. Not the case in Evansville, Henderson, Newburgh, and especially our northern and western counties. And some areas will get a lot of rain here in the next few days. Others not so much, kind of a hit or miss scenario. But here's our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union tower camera, east side of Evansville. Not bad again this evening, 77. The dew point's coming up a bit with a light south wind, and temperatures now generally 70 to 75. Evansville a bit warmer at 77. Greenville and Beaver Dam a bit cooler at 69. We should wind up in the mid-60s by daybreak tomorrow. High pressure is sliding off to the east, and so we're going to pick up a stronger southerly flow of hotter and eventually more humid air kicking in, and we'll really begin to notice that tomorrow night. And then we'll be watching areas up here to our northwest for storms to develop, not tonight, but later tomorrow, and that's what's going to try to slide our way for our Wednesday night into early Thursday morning. Storm Prediction Center is still going with that marginal to slight level 1 to 2 threat for mainly later Wednesday evening through the pre-dawn hours on Thursday. But the storms again expected to kind of weaken as they push in to the east-southeast, damaging straight line winds the main concern. The entire area under a marginal level 1 threat for Thursday afternoon and evening. We could see a slight level 2 get in here once the details become a little more clear in terms of how things will be playing out on Thursday. Here's our updated future tracker model beginning to come into focus now with this first wave of storms. We're fine overnight. We're fine during the day tomorrow. Partly cloudy, breezy, a bit hotter than today. Highs generally 90 to 95, a bit cooler in the eastern edge, a bit hotter on the western edge. The humidity for much of the day will be noticeable but tolerable, but by late afternoon, that humid air will begin to kick in, and that's when some storms may try to make a run at us. 8 p.m., it's all quiet, but watch what happens by midnight. We have a weakening wave of storms riding into far southern Illinois, and then those are going to continue and scatter out through the pre-dawn hours on Thursday, and then they're gone. So other guidance, a little more aggressive with a line of storms trying to come in from the west. So we'll get a little more detail on this the closer we get to tomorrow night. And then Thursday afternoon, as things heat up again and it turns very humid, more scattered storms forming right along the I-64 corridor. Isolated severe storm possible here. They push away to the south, and then it looks like a quiet start to our Friday. And then Friday night into Saturday morning, we're getting a stronger signal that we could see a significant wave of showers and storms to kick off the weekend. That's the way it looks right now, at least. So mainly clear overnight, mid-60s, partly cloudy, breezy, hot, still not too humid tomorrow. Generally 90 to 95, a little hotter in the western edge of the tri-state. That severe storm threat is there for tomorrow evening, but rain chances only at 10%. They go up a bit during the pre-dawn hours on Thursday, and then more scattered storms later Thursday afternoon, very humid, 90 for the high. We'll probably get a severe storm alert for Friday and Saturday. They just haven't outlooked us yet. Still seasonably hot and humid, 40% chance Friday, 55% chance Saturday, but chances down to 35% on Sunday, which looks a little calmer, and hopefully the severe weather at least fades away for the back half of the weekend.
All right, thank you, Wayne.